Hello motivators, Timothy McCain here, and I want to share with you about the most dangerous game you can play in your life. This game has affected many people's well-being, peace of mind. It has elevated anxiety. It has placed stress upon their shoulders. And this game has robbed many people of joy, of happiness. And it is still being played willingly or unknowingly. And this game I'm sharing today is the blame game. It is the Russian roulette of your heart, of your emotions, of your mind. It is a thing that people can do that can seem like the default of our actions because we are scared to assess the situation by looking into the mirror and looking at the man or the woman staring back. The blame game, family, is robbing many people, and it could be keeping you from the breakthrough or from the change or from the joy or from the peace that you're waiting to find or you're seeking after. You see, I believe something that we have to understand, that there is a vast difference between causation and correlation. But oftentimes I believe that we think they're the same thing. And now there's a whole lot more scientific, complicated, educated definitions, and I encourage you to search it out on Google, the difference between causation and correlation. But let me tell you, the most simplistic way is that correlation can be a series of events that you can look at and you will assume that is the reason why the problem is happening. However, if you remove the symptom of that correlation, the issue, the problem will still be there, okay, because the root is not being dealt with. However, causation is similar to correlation, but it's the birthing ground, the breeding place. It's the center of the issues that you can know that once this issue is resolved, that the rest of these symptoms will dissipate. Okay, but oftentimes we spend so much of our lives pointing fingers and blaming everybody else, trying to tackle all these areas of correlation, but suddenly do we look at the person in the mirror and asking ourselves, what if the problem has to deal with me? People in relationships making toxic choices, getting relationships over and over and over and over again. Every week they got a different boyfriend, a different girlfriend, and at the end of the day, after the heart is being broken, as they keep handling the leftovers to someone else, they look into people, they type on social media and make the assessment that all men are dogs, all women are this, so they want one thing and one thing only, and will blame everybody else, but seldomly look in the mirror and say, man, what if there's something with me? There's many areas this could happen in your life, and I encourage you to take the scientific experiment of your heart, create a hypothesis of what the matter could be, and give attention to it. There's a difference between causation and correlation. So I want to ask you today, have you been playing the blame game? Have you put the Russian roulette? Have you picked up that revolver of excuses and have you cycled it and keep putting it into your heart, pulling the trigger, playing this blame game, family, because it will destroy your life and the lives around you. So I encourage you, man up, woman up, give attention to every area of your life and assess the moment. So take that situation, whatever that problem may be, whether it's relationships, whether it's finances, whatever it may be. Let's just take finances, for example. Let's say you keep saying, man, I'm always broke. I'm broke as a joke. I never have any money. Okay, so maybe you can assess that. All right, but could you actually take time to ask yourself, why am I broke? Maybe it's not the fact you need more money. Maybe the fact is you need to better manage your money. Maybe I encourage you, take out your bank statement, take a highlighter, and anything that has to do with the gas station other than fuel, I want you to highlight. A convenience store, Walgreens, a drink here, Slim Jim here, Yoo-hoo here, a snack here, and highlight that. And you will be amazed of how much of your money goes into temporary small satisfactions that is not connected to satiating your hunger, but is connected to pleasing your taste buds. So there's many things in our lives that we can give attention to, is that actually, okay, now instead of me just blaming everybody else or blaming my job for not paying me enough and blaming this for to happen or blaming this because I get a promotion so I'm always broke, maybe, and those stuff may be true. There may be a connection. But what if the cause of the fact that you're always broke because there's mismanagement of your finances? So you realize, okay, if I can give attention to causation, that I have no discipline in building a budget. What if I start a budget and you'll watch all the symptoms of being broke, wondering where your money's going to come from, how it all starts aligning up. So I encourage you, in many areas in your life, stop playing the blame game and start planning, start thinking, start dwelling, start questioning, not people, yourself. Put down the firearm of the blame game. Put down the Russian roulette revolver of the blame game. And look at the man, the woman in the mirror and ask yourself, could the problem be me? Family, I encourage you to take that journey. I actually wrote a book called Crowns Are Greater Than Trophies. I'll put the link in the description. And it is a book, family, that these 3 generations of people, 3 generations, all died and perished from the same issues. And you can read into a story about them playing the blame game. But the problem kept going from generation until all have been required for some person to say enough is enough. I believe that you can be the one in your family, you can be the one in your household that draws a line in the sand that says enough is enough. That crowns are greater than trophies. So listen, I encourage you, like, comment, subscribe, and let's channel be an oasis of hope in a desert of hopelessness. So let's stop blaming others and let's start assessing ourselves so we finally can change the world.